scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the bamma light heavyweight division. Introducing first, the man standing to my right and fighting out of the right corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing in at an even 205 pounds. He is a wrestler with a record of 2 victories opposite 2 defeats, fighting out of Darlington, England, Thomas Denham. His opponent stands across the cage to my left and fights out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight uneven and identical 205 pounds. He is a Muay Thai kickboxing specialist with a record of 3 victories opposite a single defeat, fighting out of the Garden of England. Please welcome Kent Mike the Nightmare. Your referee, Neil Hall.
Okay, guys, we've been through the rules, okay, all times, this is the most structured at all times. Okay, if you want to touch rules, we'll no, okay, we'll move on.
So they're ready to go. And Pierre, if you looked at the body language there, Thomas Denham didn't look anywhere near as confident as the Nightmare Mike Noon. He was smiling, he's ready to go. It was just the way he looked, Noon supremely confident.
Now here's the thing, what that means to me is that Noon has done everything that he needs in order to win this fight. A very confident fighter. Nice punch there, however, by Denham, just missing the mark.
Yes, it was in response to a low leg kick from Noon. And again, you expect from that Thai background, but he's got to be careful because, as you said, Denham will be looking for any opportunity to take him down just like that, and he gave him the opportunity.
Now, watching that takedown, I don't know if you noticed it, but it was a very good double, but the thing that impressed me the most is he cleared Noon's legs immediately. Didn't wait. Oh, beautiful crossover there to full mount, elbows down on the Nightmare. Couple punches, hard leather being thrown by Denham. Really impressing very early on here in the first round.
Well, it just shows you can't place too much stock on the body language. Looking at the two men, Denham looked almost pensive, but a great start. Picked his time perfectly, and Noon is in trouble again here.
Noon's going to have to defend, and he's looking to get that underhook. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get caught in a triangle here by Denham.
Now the thing is, we're looking at the man, 6'6", he's back at his feet. He's got to keep his man at range, knowing now exactly what Thomas Denham wants to do.
Well, Thomas Denham to me has got a very a game plan that he's going to use over and over. He wants to close down that distance, and he wants to take it to the mat. Again, punches just enough to get in. Another double leg takedown, scores for Denham.
Yes, we've said in the past how important it is for that setup to make sure the double leg works, and there's a perfect example of it.
Yeah, you have a lot of guys that will take a couple punches to get in. However, Denham doing the smart thing. Why get punched, if you don't have to? Set it up. Get him thinking about your punches as you change your level and transition into a double, single, or whatever takedown.
And again, working well on the ground here. Mike Noon been in trouble twice now on the ground, and he really needs to get this back upright and think about his distancing and his own timing, because at the moment, it's been all Thomas Denham.
Well, Denham does have that timing down pat. He's doing what he needs to do to get it down to the mat.
And a big knee there from Denham, and Noon looking to get upright again, but he's been second best so far in this opening round, and we're just halfway through. And Denham very impressive at the moment with his timing, his range, and he takes his man down for the third time. Not as clean this time, but still effective.
Good single leg. Now, the only question that I have is, this is the third takedown. What has he really done off of the takedowns? He's gotten good position, thrown some leather. However, he hasn't put him away.
As you said that again, looking for a hammer fist on the punches, but nothing clean really. And Noon still relatively unmarked. But it's been a torrid first round for him, hasn't it?
It has. Noon has been defending on the back foot, which is which is very surprising even off of the stand-up, as he is the Thai boxer. However, the one that's actually utilizing and scoring on the kicks into the takedowns has been Denham.
That's right, and Noon finding himself in a familiar position here on his back. But picking up what you said earlier, I think you'd like Denham to maximise these encounters more. He's got his man where he wants him to be. And again, look, he's been pulled up, so he hasn't maximised it when he's got him to the ground, has he?
No, he hasn't. The thing that I'm scared for about that for Denham is that it takes a lot of energy to take down a person, get him onto the ground, and then a big smile there from the Nightmare.
Well, yes, it was because he was caught clean with a left hook from the shorter man. Now, Noon is just not utilising his reach or his height advantage at all at the moment. This is better. This is what he needs to do. But again, a front push kick from Denham takes the man away now with his Thai background. It should be Noon doing this.
Yeah, and I'm surprised because Noon is not parrying, stepping off the foot jab, coming back in with strikes of his own. Hack elbow there. Has to be careful that with that elbow, which is legal in Thai boxing, the 12-6 elbow is not legal in MMA. So he's going to have to be very careful. He was warned there by the referee.
And with just over 30 seconds left in the round, he finds himself on his back again. So although Denham hasn't capitalised, at the end of the day, he's still taking the round very clearly, I think, for the judges.
Oh, definitely. He's more aggressive. He's scored on the takedowns. He's even scored. No submission attempts as of yet. However, he has scored with the ground and pound.
Yes, as we count down towards the end of this first round, Noon has to regather his thoughts and use those God-given gifts he's been given, that height and reach advantage. Some good low kicks from him, but that's been the full amount of what he's been capable of in this first round, which we know he's capable of far more. So in the second round, it's a very simple equation. If you're in Denham's corner, more of the same. In Noon's, you've got to wake up and start using those gifts you've been given, that height, that reach, and that Thai boxing skill.
And he can make it very easy for himself. Get behind that jab, wait for him to change levels, and try to stick him with the knees, uppercuts, anything off the backhand. However, he's letting Denham, now Denham, big kick there on the shin.
And he's really felt that. You can see him wincing every time that leg is touched now. And finally, Noon using those talents, the low Thai kick to the left leg of Denham, and it was an immediate response. You saw Denham go to his back. And if Noon's sensible and moves away, the ref will stand him back up again.
And then he can attack the legs. That could possibly be a game changer. He's wincing in pain, Denham is, off of that low kick. There goes the mobility for the shots. There goes the mobility for his stand-up striking. And I tell you what, it looks like, again, that could be a game changer, Malcolm.
Well, Denham, the first thing he has to do is switch stance, because Noon will be looking to work that lead leg again.
However, even with the leg, he's still able to break down that distance. And now we're unintentional eye poke. Referee's going to call a break here, I believe.
And if it does call a break, that's perfect timing for Thomas Denham to regroup, because that left leg was damaged. And I'm surprised at Noon not keeping that distance, moving laterally and peppering that lead leg when he got the opportunity. Again, it's an opportunity there that's gone begging for Noon, and he hasn't seen it.
And if he watches the replay going, if it goes to a loss, I tell you what, he is going to regret that he didn't back off, set the pace, and again, attack that lead leg.
Even now, the leg's there for an opportunity. Denham drops his weight to come back down to the floor. And this is where Denham is going to need it now throughout the full round.
And again, I'm surprised that Mike needs to be back on the feet. And there, just as soon as I say it, he's back up.
Now stand back, make the man stand up. There you go. This is the tactic you need, and then he needs to pepper that leg at every opportunity. Set it up first, use the hands, then bring the leg into that lead leg.
Superman punch resulting in another takedown for Denham. Denham ends up in the butterfly guard of Mike. Mike trying for a possible elevator sweep. However, Denham rebasing, finding himself, and again another elevator attempt there by Nightmare. He's really going for it.
But again, the problem we've got for Denham is he's been in this situation at least 5 times now across what is 1.5 rounds, and never really managed to maximise the potential of the situation he's got himself in.
But we could say that for Nunes also. He's not maximizing on the potential on the stand-up. And it's more about both fighters. It's right there waiting for him to do it. They just have to execute.
That's right, utilizing their strengths to get the win. And we did say it was the perfect wrestler versus striker matchup, and that's how this is playing out.
It is now, especially after the hurt leg, because now he's going to have to rely on that wrestling because he can't afford to stay up on the feet with the Nightmare, tagging that lead leg over and over and over. And I believe if Nunes gets back up to the feet and tries to, utilize that game plan, I believe we could have a TKO by leg knockout, which I've seen a lot in Thailand.
We have seen it before, especially, as you said, in Thai boxing. But for me, if I was Noon, this is exactly what I'd do. Tie a man up, force them upright, but now he's got to be sensible. We're inside the last 2 minutes. Noon's got to maximise it now. Set up with those hands. That big hand landed, and now suddenly you see Denham rocked, and he goes back to the floor. Each time he's been rocked, Denham's gone to his back, Pierre.
And that's the wrong game plan. He needs to back off. He needs to get it back onto the feet. And again, come behind those jabs, those straight rights, keep it long, and attack that leg.
But what it does mean in judging terms, this is a far more interesting second round because Denham was very dominant in the first.
And I think that the Nightmare could actually steal this second round. He has a knockdown as well as, the aggressiveness on the feet.
But and he said it was a groin shot there, but for Noon again, he's mixing up with the boxing. Where is that right leg to chop at that lead left leg again?
For me, it's kind of frustrating. And again,
now that was with a check. Denham checked that and it still hurt. Noon needs to set that up and do more. It's there begging for him.
And on the flip side of that, Denham needs to have a sense of urgency and really attack it on the ground. He needs to pass that, get into a good dominant position, and try to end the fight with ground and pound or go for submission, because the more it's up on the feet, the more chances he's given Mike Noon to walk away with this.
Well, as we count down towards the end of the second, it's been a lot more open and a lot more even. But for both men, missed opportunities seem to be the tactic in this round, which is so strange. So as we come here into the third round, we both know what they need to do. For Noon, I think just set up with those hands, those low kicks, and try and stay on his feet. If he stays on his feet, he can win this fight. For Denham, when he gets his man to ground, he must maximise that, get some ground and pound going, and stop this fight.
Don't leave it for the referee, because if he stands back up, again, I favor the chances for the Nightmare, especially if he can land a couple more of those hard Thai leg kicks.
Well, you can see his intention here, just flicking out the left jab. That's what he's after, that left leg, and immediately it has a reaction with Denham. Now he's got to be sensible here. Don't get into Denham's range.
And as soon as you say that, he gets into Denham's range. Denham looking for a possible high crotch here, looking to pick him up, and nice little reversal. Picked him up, got him onto his toes, broke down his base, and it resulted in another Denham takedown.
Yes, a familiar pattern to the fight across these 3 rounds. But for me, at the moment, the first round still seems pivotal because we've got Denham a big winner in the first. The second round, depending on how you want to see it as the judges, and the third, again, every time Noon strikes, you've got the power and the hurt from Denham. And again, Denham has been forced to stand up, so he's taken his man down but done nothing about it. This
will be a fight, once they watch it, again, they probably will get frustrated because it's simple. Let's keep it basic, basic, do the little things, making the big things happen.
And again, Denham not very subtle in his setup, but still gets where he needs to be, onto the floor with Mike Noon. It's just how much now what he can do with that. Noon got a sort of guillotine on, but I don't think there's anything serious there, Pierre, is there?
No, there's still some space. However, he does have one leg trapped. And again, Denham out, needs to posture up, stay active. If not, he's going to find himself back on the feet. And you can hear the crowd yelling, "Stand up."
Now, obviously, in professional MMA, they wouldn't be saying that if Denham mounted some sort of ground and pound offensive, but he hasn't really at any stage during this fight, despite the dominance on the ground.
Now in a role reversal, you have the Nightmare going for a single, double leg, and he's wrestled Denham to the ground. Denham has an overhook on the far side, looking, hunting, fishing for a Kimura possibly.
Well, we're halfway through this third round, and Denham does need something positive from this position. It's not the best position for him. And again, our referee looking at both men, telling them to work. And those short chopping elbows from Noon, they're not going to do too much, and Denham rolls him again.
Yeah, that was a possible reversal there by Denham off of that Kimura attempt. Very reminiscent of GSP versus Matt Hughes in the same position. Matt Hughes had the arm locked there, Kimura off the top side, and rolled right into a beautiful arm bar to submit GSP. A little bit out of the technical range of Mike Noons, possibly. However, he finds himself in that top position now, and he's being urged to throw down some heavy leather.
And he's managing to get through occasionally. He took a short right back from Denham, but this will make it very interesting for the judges, because at last Noon beginning to get through with some chopping elbows, and we can see the cutting power in previous fights, and this is what Denham risks the longer he stays there.
Nice little elbow. Now, he's not throwing a lateral elbow, he's throwing a parallel elbow up and down because it's easier to break through the guard of Denham.
Yes, and he has to intelligently defend himself here. The referee's come closer to have a look. And although he's not particularly hurt, he's doing nothing back at the moment, Thomas Denham. Dangerous moments for him with a full minute still. And the way that Noon is raining down these elbow shots.
Referee giving him a warning, and he stopped it.
Well, as I said, Pierre, he wasn't hurt, but he wasn't defending intelligently either. It was only a matter of time with that many blows raining down. And he acknowledges that. Very strange finish in one sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Neil Hall halts the bout at 3 minutes 58 seconds of the third round due to excessive strikes. Your winner by technical knockout, Mike